Hello traders, how are you? Hope you had a lovely weekend. Didn't do anything that I wouldn't do. Trader Tom here from Simply Forex, the channel created to help you prosper in the markets. Today is Monday, the 20th of May. And as always, guys, we're going to look back at Friday's trades, first of all. And if you stay till the end of the vid, we're also going to look at the trades for today and the important news as well. So stay tuned. Right, let's start with Friday then, guys. And we were pretty much looking at most Swiss franc pairs, and it's pretty much the same today as well. So why were we looking at Swiss franc pairs? Let's start with Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. So this was, you know, kind of in a range, basically, guys. We're basically ranging between here and here, right? That's the bigger picture, all right? And since we hit the bottom of this range, yeah, we've been getting some buying pressure, but it wasn't totally clear until we saw this candle, right? That is super duper bullish, right? And closed above the moving average 20. So the idea was just to come to the top of the range. Yeah, makes sense, right? Just logical structure trend. So that was the idea. But Friday, it was just, a frustrating day because you've got some nice daily setups and then we drop to the lower time frames to find some entries, and the setups were not clear. I mean, if you look at H4 and or H1, I mean, if we look at H4, right, by the time we start trading, we're looking at price here, okay? And there's just no retrace, right? It just goes bomb, bomb, bomb. Thought we might get a retrace here, bang. Okay, so it's very difficult to get in on a trend like this. I've mentioned it before, guys. If it's trending like this, it's very difficult to get in on. Yeah, if it's trending like this, no problem. Yeah, we can get in here, we can get in here, we can get in here. But a trend like this is difficult to get in on. And that was the case for Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Even if we look at the H1, I would have potentially traded a break of this level. But look at that candle, right? And then look at all of the wicks after that. Yeah, nothing was sort of telling me to get in on this until, boom, it finally breaks. I mean, the last candle of the day, you're not going to trade that. But, it's just tricky to get in on that pair. And it was the same for all Swiss franc pairs. We was also looking at Aussie dollar, Swiss franc. So again, if we look at the day chart, yeah, just clearly in an uptrend. Okay, we were getting bullish candles, and the idea was just to carry this bullish momentum on, right? And look at that candle. Doesn't get much more bullish than that. Okay, so yeah, again, direction, good. Idea, good. Getting in on the trade, tricky, right? So again, if we start with H4, it did exactly what we expected, right? So we got a reaction here, okay? But then look at this candle, right? That is a rejection of that level. I don't want to buy into that, okay? And it's not until here that we get potentially a break of that level. But again, is there any value here? I would need to enter here, realistically put my stop here. It's Friday evening. Is there a lot of value in trading that? Okay, so again, tricky, right? Yeah, and I really like this level, but I really don't like that candle. Yeah, that conflict makes it difficult for me to enter. And then the last one, guys, was New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. Where are ye? And again, right, if we start with the day chart, yeah, very similar story. Yeah, in an uptrend. We class that as a low? Maybe not. But anyway, uptrend, breaking this grey zone in here, bullish, bullish. And then again, look at Friday's candle. And we hit target with this one. Right? But, can you get in on that H4 chart? No, you cannot. Right? Again, it's just bang. Yeah, there's no bang, bang. It's just bang. Dear, technical terms here on Simply Forex for you. Boom, boom, bang, bang. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, it's just impossible to get in on, guys. Yeah, even if we look at the H1, I like to see price retrace to the moving average 20, right? And there was a bit of a bullish candle here, but straight into resistance. These candles were resisting. There was this candle, yeah, potentially that, but it just didn't represent enough value or wasn't a clean enough setup for me to take. All right. So those were the Swiss franc pairs. And we're also looking at Euro New Zealand dollar. Again, day chart, we were looking to sell this. And why we were looking to sell it? Well, it's very obvious, guys. I always talk to you about, I want everyone seeing the same thing. So if I'm trying to sell the market, I want everyone else thinking, let's sell it. And we're clearly in a downtrend, lower highs, lower lows, right? And there's not many people in the trading world that won't tell you to sell that candle or even that candle, right? So you've got sellers with you, that's what creates high probability trades. If you're selling, you've got a tsunami of sellers behind you because the chart is telling you that, then happy days, right? So yeah, we were looking to sell for those reasons. I mean, if you just start with the H4, look at those. Look at those two candles. One has a top wick, rejection sellers. One has a bottom wick, rejection buyers. Right? So if we look at that on the H1, that's this little area here. Yeah. Okay, so really what we needed to wait for, I mean, if we was being, very aggressive with this trade, there was a candle there that would have been very aggressive. This candle here, but then you're selling straight into support. So we needed to see a break of these lows. And then even these candles, look, these wicks kept closing back in. And realistically, it wasn't till this candle here that we got a clean break of these lows. And then, I'm just not trading at that time of day. All right. So again, tricky, guys. All right. So yeah, that was Friday. Let's check out today's trades now. Guys, if you enjoy receiving my trade ideas and analysis every single day, then please come join us. Yeah, subscribe to the channel right now. Smash the notification button so you receive an alert. And if everyone could please smash the like button. Keep the slightly mental editor happy. Right, trades for Monday, the 20th of May. Before we get started, guys, if you haven't already, please come join our trading community. We have traders just like you, sharing knowledge, ideas, experiences. So come join our free Discord channel. You just create a username, verify yourself, and we let you in. Simple as that. Next, guys, right now, we are giving you free access to the VIP Trading Academy. All right. In the VIP Trading Academy, I give you all of my trade signals. I give you, years and years of tutorials, what I've learned over the years. You also get direct access to me should you need help with any of your trading. And it's free right now, guys, if you check out our promotion. All right. And finally, guys, if you would like to show your support for the channel, then you can become a Simply Forex YouTube member. And there's many, many perks for doing so. Check it all out. It's all in the video description. Also, don't forget to join me for the live stream today, 8 a.m. New York EST time. We'll go through the live charts. Maybe we'll get a trade. We'll take all your questions. Come join us for that. Right, trades for Monday the 20th. So, you do not have to be, Warren Buffett to know this Swiss franc weakness is rife. Yeah, it's still there in the market, this Swiss franc weakness. And you could pretty much trade any Swiss franc pair, right? But some are more overbought than others, some potentially hitting resistance or support. So, yeah, we need to bear that in mind. So there's a couple that I prefer over the others. And the first one is this. It is Euro Swiss franc. I'm also seeing a bit of Euro strength. So Euro Swiss franc is our first trade idea. Euro strength, Swiss franc weakness, that's what we're seeing in the market. Now, if we look at the day chart, why do we like it? Well, it's clearly in an uptrend, right? We're getting higher highs, okay? And it broke this important level through here, okay? And we was, thinking about will the weekly break? And just to confirm, just to show you, look, the weekly chart has clearly broken. This gives me all the confidence I need now to take this pair higher. All right. I just wanted to see what it did at this level, but it's broken it. If we go back to the day chart quickly, just look at the bullishness of these candles. There's not a millimeter of top wick. Yeah, that is just all day buyers, all day buyers. Yeah, I'm gonna get a t-shirt that says that, all day buying. So yeah, looking for buys. And the thing here is, guys, so somebody asked me about a trade last week. They're like, how do you know if it's not going to retrace that much? Right? And the simple answer is the bullishness of the daily candle. That doesn't scream retrace to me. That screams boom, let's go higher. All right. So that's what really determines my thinking with regards to a retrace. Now, if we go back to the lower time frames, we look at H4, right? We can see there's this really nice level here, right? This was the last daily highs. Now, a retrace into here, a nice bullish reaction, moving average 20 catches up. Yeah, is a nice area. But chances are price won't make it there because of the bullishness of that daily candle. So we need to find a level like this that's probably more reasonable for it to retrace to. It might not even retrace to here. It might just go bang, right? Which a lot of, pairs have been doing. So if we drop down to the H1 now, yeah, I'm just looking at this area here, right? These are the last highs, so potential resistance. If price comes back to here, moving average 20 catches up, this will be a nice area, yeah, for buys. We get a bullish reaction, we'll start buying Euro Swiss franc. Okay, if we don't get this retrace, I don't trade. Simple as that. And that, that's been a bit of the story of last week. We have a good direction, but then price just does that. You can't get in on it. It's tricky. So there you go, guys. That's Euro Swiss franc, like this level here. The next one is Canadian dollar Swiss franc. So these are the two I prefer over all of the others. All right. Now, again, let's start with the day chart. And it's still a bit more room here, right? We are in basically this range, right? And, not to put a too fine a point on it, it's been doing this. Yeah. I mean, there are some, highs and lows in here, but pretty much that's been ranging. Okay. Now, again, look at those candles, bullish, bullish. This suggests we're not going to get much of a retrace and it's just going to come up to here. All right. So bearing that in mind, if we just go to the H1 and even ignore the H4, right? I just want to see, a move back into. You can see all this price action in here. Yeah, where markets reacted. I want to see a move back into here. Moving average 20 catches up. We get a nice bullish reaction. We buy Canadian dollar Swiss franc. Okay, so they're the Swiss franc pairs, but there's more. Yeah, we've got more today. And again, out of all the US dollar pairs, I like Euro US dollar. Okay, now if we start with the day chart, let's start with the weekly chart, right? Because we wasn't sure what was going to happen. I was, contemplating this level and it, the moving average 20. If we end up getting a wick like that and it closing back in here, yeah, not that interested, right, in buying it. But look at that, very bullish weekly candle. And I think if we go to the day chart, you can see this level more clearly, right? And there is a bit of room up to this next level and this next psychological level. So there's this level through here and it coincides with a nice psychological level, this 0900. Yeah, I know it's 0903, but 0900 is my target, right? If not a few pips before. And, we are clearly in an uptrend, right? Clearly in an uptrend. And this is a nice bullish candle. Look at the bottom wick, far bigger than the top wick, right? Buyers are pushing that up. And all we want to do, guys, is take it back up to here. Yeah, this 0900 level. Now, if we drop down to the H4, let's drop down to the H1. I mean, H4, you know, would you say you're seeing this, right? Therefore, an uptrend, or would you say you're seeing this? Yeah, both are feasible, right? So to eradicate any ambiguity that I might have, I just want to see a break of this level. Yeah, and you can understand how a break of that level then puts, you know, that it's not in doubt, it's in an uptrend. If you get a break like this, you're actually getting higher highs if you considered that the last high. So that's how you got to think, guys. Yeah, what level, if it broke, would mean that it's clearly an uptrend. So if we drop down to the H1, all right, and yeah, I've just pinpointed this grey zone because price has been reacting in here, and really, I just want to see a break. Yeah, we get a bullish candle, maybe a candle looks like this, you know, breaks through here, we can enter here, look to take it higher, put your stop below there, you know. That's how I will trade this pair. If it starts, you know, because of that H4 structure, if it starts doing this, obviously not interested. All right, so it's quite specific, this trade. I need to see a break of that. So yeah, Euro US dollar buys if that happens. And they're also looking at Euro Canadian dollar buys. Again, a certain thing needs to happen. And when, you know, and this is the importance of planning your trade. I know what I need to see happen before it even happens. Yeah, there's no gray area. There's nothing can surprise me, right? I'm waiting for X to happen. If it happens, I'll trade. If it doesn't, I won't. Yeah, very black and white. I'm not going, oh, will I, won't I? Is it a good setup? Maybe. Yeah, you know, none of that. Just boom, that happens, I trade. Right? Plan your trades. Day chart, Euro Canadian dollar. Again, let's start with the weekly because we wasn't sure, right? As I kept prattling on about last week is, you know, will these weekly levels hold? And it didn't. This weekly candle has broken, the body of the candle has broken these highs. I don't like this top wick. It's slightly annoying if I want to buy. But all I'm trying to try and do, guys, is take it to the next psychological level, 4,850. But it could quite easily come higher up to these highs over here, right? So day chart now, weekly's been confirmed. And you can see on the day chart, yeah, we were in an uptrend, right? Higher highs, higher lows, clearly in an uptrend. And we've got this push away. This wick, the bottom wick is a lot bigger than the top wick, right? That suggests buying pressure, and that's a bullish candle for me. Okay, bouncing off of this grey zone. It's closed above the grey zone. Okay, and the idea is to come higher. Now, on this one, I need to see certain things happen as well. And yeah, I mean, this one's is not in any doubt. This is what we're seeing on H4, right? That's what we're seeing. Yeah, higher lows, higher highs, right? That's an uptrend. I think that's quite clear. But on the H1, you can see, you know, H1 structure sort of broke down here. Yeah, we get a breakdown here, and price has done this, and then price is back at this high, and it hasn't broken it. So this could quite easily do this back down to here, right? If it followed H1 structure. So obviously I want to see a break of that. Maybe something like this happens, hits this level, hits this, and then we get a break. I want to see a break of these highs in here, this level. Let's say we get a nice bullish candle, looks like this. Hopefully it won't look like that because that's a terrible candle. But if we get a candle that looks like this, yeah, and then we can start looking to buy. All right, guys. So, yeah, those are my trade ideas for today. Let's take a look at the news now. So, news for Monday, the 20th of May. Before I get started, guys, please subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. And don't forget to join me for the live stream, 8 a.m. New York EST time today. Monday, guys, there is no news. See you later. But there isn't, right? But Canada is on holiday. They're on, and so are Switzerland. So happy Pentecost Day and happy Victoria Day for Canada and Swiss people if you are watching. And then after that, guys, look, as you can see, there's no big news for, any of the currencies, guys. All right, so you're pretty free to trade on Monday. All right, so guys, hope you have a great trading day. I'll see you later for the live stream. See you later.